They told me it was just a substitute teacher. What my kindergartner recorded changed everything. Mommy, why is my teacher always so mean? My 5-year-old daughter Zoe asked this question every night for 2 weeks straight. The school kept telling me it was just adjustment issues with a long-term substitute. I believed them until the voice recording changed everything. Zoe started kindergarten this fall full of excitement, talking constantly about making friends and learning to read. By October, that little girl who bounded off to school was gone. She became quiet, developed mysterious stomach aches each morning, and started wetting the bed for the first time since she was 3. When I emailed her teacher, Miss Pierce, the response came from administration instead. Miss Pierce is on extended leave. Mrs. Vaughn is substituting and reports Zoe is adjusting well. I requested a meeting with the principal and the substitute. Mrs. Vaughn, a woman in her late 50s with perfect posture and a tight smile, assured me Zoe was simply a sensitive child who needs to toughen up a bit. The principal nodded along. Children often exaggerate, Mrs. Vaughn said dismissively. I run an orderly classroom. That night, Zoe had tears in her eyes when I tucked her in. Nobody believes me, she whispered. I believed her, but I needed proof. The next morning, I slipped my old iPhone into the front pocket of Zoe's backpack. If you get scared today, you can press this button and talk to me, I explained, showing her how to activate the voice memo app. It's our secret helper. When I picked her up that afternoon, her face was blank, that same emptiness I'd seen for weeks. At home, I retrieved the phone while she had a snack. There were 3 recordings. The first was brief parrot, just classroom noise. The second captured children reciting the alphabet. But the third recording, made during what appeared to be art time, made my blood run cold. That doesn't look like a flower, does it, class? I think Zoe needs glasses or special help if she thinks the scribble is art. Children's nervous laughter. Big kids don't cry over criticism. Only babies cry in kindergarten. Then most chillingly, no one will believe you anyway. I've been teaching longer than your parents have been alive. I played the recording for the principal the next morning. His face drained of color. By afternoon, Mrs. Vaughn was removed pending investigation. When in a week, 5 other parents had come forward with similar stories. The district representative called it an isolated incident. But when I pressed for more information about the original teacher's absence, I discovered Miss Pierce had filed a workplace harassment complaint against the administration before taking medical leave. Yesterday, I attended the school board meeting with 19 other kindergarten parents. We didn't just demand answers about Mrs. Von Pert. We demanded an explanation for the systematic dismissal of children's experiences and the culture of silence protecting abusive educators. Zoe started seeing a play therapist, and last night she slept through the night for the first time in weeks. This morning she actually smiled as we approached her new classroom with her new teacher. Some say I crossed a line by recording in a classroom without consent, but when systems fail to protect the most vulnerable, sometimes parents need to create their own accountability. My daughter couldn't fight for herself, but she could press a button, and that made all the difference. What would you have done?